Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot. Before I get into your readings, I just wanted to take a moment of acknowledgement that if you're still here and watching this, then you have held a great deal of patience for me as November and December were overwhelming for me, to say the least. And I wanted to offer apology to you for not being more present like my soul would have had me be more present. I have missed being here for all of you, more than any of you will realize. This will not happen again. I am changing things around in my life to ensure it, because at the end of the day, my soul family and my soul work and what I do, now more than ever, I'm very clear with myself that this is where I am meant to be and this is what I am meant to be doing, and it's meant to be with you. So thank you for still being here. Thank you for your patience. I am eternally grateful, and I look forward to being more consistently present for you. Enjoy the readings. I hope the hindsight serves you well. So, Cancer. This is your November into December and guidance for the new year. All right, for November, I'm going to be real honest. No sooner than the Emperor card in the center hit the table, I felt like you have been shoved out of the way. I didn't feel like that was you at all. And then I got all these remaining cards, and the Magician came out, and I said, give me some more information on the Magician. Who's the Magician? And the Chariot card came out, which is Cancer's card. So I feel like you have been shoved out of center in your life as far as November goes. Someone has taken control, okay? Whoever this is, someone with strong Arian energy or strong Mars and Aries energy, because the Tower is underneath, has taken control of the events going on. I believe they are unapologetic and relentlessly unforgiving with the Page of Cups in the reverse, especially when pertaining to, potentially pertaining to children because of the Page of Cups. This person might be a real fucking headache. And they've got the Hanged Man in reverse above them, which means they think with their head, they think logically, they think strategically, and they do not make heart or soul-guided decisions. I feel like they've taken over, okay, in November. I feel like they've taken over. It's almost like you gave them the keys to your car and they're driving. And the car is your life. And you are out of control of it, right? They're the one driving the car of life. So this Emperor energy who has come in, I think they obviously have control issues. Okay, they obviously have control issues, and they have taken center stage in November. This is someone who is self-motivated and power hungry, okay? They like to be in control. And in November, they attained it. And I think that came with a certain amount of overwhelm for you. Okay, with the Tower there, I think it came with a certain amount of overwhelm. However, the fact that you are the Magician, and the Magician holds the dual-flamed candle, one of only two cards in the entire deck that hold it, the World being the other. I think that you understand you are at the very beginning stages of a brand new cycle, and that you are moving forward with your own soul magic. It's almost as if this emperor has taken the wheel, but you already know that the car is kind of programmed to go where you want it to go. So they think they're in control, but they're not. It's like you got a smart car. The car already knows the destination. They just think they're driving, right? But yeah, Cancer, I felt like in November you were completely blindsided by a power grab, someone who completely took control. In December, we have you presenting yourself as the Princess of Wands, okay? The Princess of Wands. And I feel like whoever the Emperor was shoved into the Five of Cups realm of disappointment, all right? They did not keep control of your chariot, your car, for long. I think they were grossly disappointed, and I think that you may have ended up very disappointed in them, that you would have to take control of the wheel back. It's almost like you wanted to trust them to make the right decisions, trust them to get you where you wanted to be with them, and they dropped the ball. It's disappointing. It's this Mars energy in Scorpio. It's almost like the power that comes along and is tied with self-sabotage. You gave them some slack. You gave them an inch. They took a mile. They ran way too far with what you were willing to give. I think that you gave in trust. I think you gave trust and trust, and that they took it too far. Okay, so come December, you absolutely are going through this Phoenix energy where you are being reborn, transforming the self, and shining a light for yourself in coming out of a dark or powerless place. Okay. You are not alone in this. With the 9 of Coins in the reverse, come December, you are not alone. You are, in fact, supported with soul partners. I do not feel like you are alone at all. Matter of fact, I think you are receiving a great deal of empathy and sympathy, not pity, but a great deal of understanding and compassion from other people, because the Princess of Cups is the Page of Cups. It shows back up in December, but in the upright. So whoever you were dealing with may be sorry that they took it too far, especially if they took it too far one too many times. And you just snapped. Said enough's enough. You know what I mean? Like, not dealing with this fucking rodeo clown anymore. Because that's essentially what it feels like. It feels like you were dealing with someone who, parades around like an adult that can be trusted, and yet they behave in a manner that is like a clown. And I feel like they are very much in a state of peacelessness. They have no peace. They have no clarity. It's almost like a genuine lack of understanding for why everything shifted so suddenly from month to month. They were in complete control, and then they are nowhere to be found. And justice, the Justice card, clarifies that Two of Swords. They can't see why their power was stripped from them. They do not understand, but it was stripped from them for justice, karmic justice reasons. They abused the power and trust that they were given. They just don't see how they abused it yet. They just don't see how they took it too far. That's okay. Spirit helps us all and works with everybody. but I do not feel like this person is a threat to your destination and where your life journey is taking you anymore. They are no longer in control, overriding, or at least attempting to override your system. I feel like you've gotten more in touch with your intuitive faculties in this re-strengthening transformation of the self. I think you hold compassion for this person. I think you hold compassion for this person because they don't understand. But in the same breath, in the same token, you hold no, tolerance. No tolerance for it. If you were tolerating them before and allowing them to control things before, you are no longer tolerating that energy. Now, the guidance card that came with it, moving into the new year, we got defend to the end the worthwhile. And it says, beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what is real. Beneath the lies, sweet though they may sound, you know what is worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls it or suffocates its vibrant aliveness for the heart is our key to living an authentic life. It must be cast aside. Anything that dulls or suffocates its vibrant aliveness must be questioned, challenged, and more than likely cast aside. What is there once that is compromised, the authentic life? Without its foundation of truth, we are to be forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. You are a sacred warrior, a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief, and also the grief of the world. You have raged at injustice and oppression in your own life and in the world of those around you. You have felt the need to protect the presence of love, for while it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under lies and fear. The sacred warrior must not heed the dangerous voices that say, oh, stop being so sensitive, stop making such a big deal out of things. Love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive about? The sacred warrior is vigilant that the presence of love is not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, or untruths. Even if others find the unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle, even if those feelings are expressed with gentleness and compassion, the sacred warrior honors the task of being more faithful to love than to anything else. This includes the fear of loss. Actually, it includes the fear of anything at all. This oracle brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps in your path of the sacred warrior. They are no less important than the more noticeable or dramatic actions on the path. One single misstep can begin a landslide of great devastation. Being vigilant with what is meaningful and what is truthful, even in the smallest and seemingly most insignificant ways, strengthens the sacred warrior and prevents darkness from gaining a stronghold from the inside. The darkness is intelligent and cunning and sneaky. It will tell you that it doesn't matter, that you don't matter, that this one time you can forget what you promised, that you are just one person and that you can't make a difference anyway. The darkness will lure you into sleepy ambivalence and dull your light if you allow it to. The sacred warrior within will fight with love and honor to be true to what has meaning and never, ever allow it to be cast aside, even if it seems easier in the moment. The sacred warrior finds joy and humor in life to prevent the seriousness of the task from stifling the heart that just wants to live and be free. That joy brings strength to the warrior and an expanded, relaxed awareness that can sense the presence of fear, whether it is masked as anger, hate, or doubt, and immediately respond to it with fierce compassion. The sacred warrior will not allow fear to gain a stronghold within the heart. This oracle has special guidance for you. You are being asked to stay strong and stand your ground. This might be in a big emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life. It may be in a matter that does not seem to hold much importance. Perhaps, for example, you're contemplating an idea that you feel could be something, but those around you declare it as nothing much, too impractical, too little, or too much. However, what is happening or soon will be happening is worthwhile, so hold tight. Ask for help through the healing process and stay true to the sacred warrior of love that you are, and defend to the end all that is worthwhile. This Emperor energy took control because they were afraid of giving you control. You are dealing potentially with someone who was very narcissistic in November. A control freak, someone extremely overwhelmed by their own fears inside the self, that they would take control of your life and drive because they are out of control of theirs. And you wanted to trust them and realize that they have gone too far. And you're not buying into it anymore. The lies, the illusions that seem so pretty when spoken about and envisioned. And yet they're the same person who would tell you that what you're thinking doesn't matter, what you feel doesn't matter, what you think or feel isn't warranted, that you don't make sense, that you're wrong. That they're dealing with you instead of the reality that you're dealing with them. This is a very powerful shadow. And come December, you will have knocked them off their high horse and kicked them out the car. You'll get back in the driver's seat and tell them to walk, figure it out. But take your fear elsewhere. I love you too much to let you crash my car. Injuring us both in the process. Wounding us both in the process. Scarring us both in the process. You believe in love. You believe in love so much, you know they're safer walking. You know you're safer driving. Yeah, peace might be disturbed. Balance is balance. And soul lessons are soul lessons, and karma is karma. Sometimes it's a bitch. Sometimes it's a blessing. You figured out what is worth defending more than anything else. What is more important to you than anything else to put your love, time, and focus on, and it's not them. It's not their issues. They're a grown-ass adult. They can make grown adult choices. Well, they're going to learn to make better ones. because they're being pushed out of your experience, specifically for their lack of healing and the evolution you're moving through, accepting and embracing yours. So Cancer, I hope this has helped give you some insight via hindsight, and I look forward to reading for you for 2022. This is Grace Nicole Myths signing out. My love and support is with you always. Remember to love each other and, most importantly, love yourself. Take care.